Diabetes, often called sugar by many people, is not just a disease of numbers or blood tests. It is a story of how the human body struggles to balance energy, how the silent chemistry inside us can either keep us alive with strength or slowly weaken us with exhaustion. To understand diabetes, we must first understand the miracle of glucose. Every grain of rice, every drop of milk, every piece of bread we eat eventually turns into glucose, the simplest form of sugar that fuels our cells. Imagine glucose as the petrol of the body, the energy that allows the heart to beat, the brain to think, the muscles to move. But petrol alone cannot run an engine, it needs a system to deliver it. In the human body, that system is insulin, a hormone produced by the pancreas. Insulin is like the key that opens the doors of our cells, allowing glucose to enter and be used as energy. Without insulin, glucose remains trapped in the blood, unable to nourish the body, and this is where the story of diabetes begins. There are two main forms of diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is when the body's own immune system mistakenly attacks the pancreas, destroying the cells that produce insulin. It is like a factory shutting down completely, leaving the body without the key to unlock glucose. Type 2 diabetes, which is far more common, is when the body still produces insulin but the cells stop responding to it properly. This is called insulin resistance. Imagine trying to open a lock with a key that no longer fits. The glucose cannot enter the cells and the blood sugar rises. Over time, the pancreas becomes exhausted, producing more and more insulin until it can no longer keep up. This is why type 2 diabetes often develops slowly, sometimes over years, silently damaging the body before symptoms appear. The causes of diabetes are complex, but they can be understood through the lens of modern life. Genetics play a role. If your parents or grandparents had diabetes, your risk is higher, but genes alone are not destiny. Lifestyle choices, daily habits, and environment are powerful triggers. A diet rich in processed foods, sugary drinks, and refined carbohydrates floods the body with glucose, forcing the pancreas to work overtime. Lack of physical activity means muscles do not burn this glucose, leaving it to accumulate in the blood. Obesity, especially fat around the abdomen, creates chemicals that interfere with insulin's work, making resistance worse. Stress, poor sleep, and even certain infections can also contribute. In short, diabetes is not caused by one single factor, but by a storm of influences that overwhelm the body's delicate balance. Early signs of diabetes are often subtle. Constant thirst, frequent urination, unexplained weight loss, fatigue, blurred vision, slow healing of wounds. These are the whispers of the body, warning that glucose is trapped in the blood instead of reaching the cells. But many people ignore these signs, thinking they are just tired or aging. By the time diabetes is diagnosed, damage may already be underway in the eyes, kidneys, nerves, and heart. This is why awareness is so important. Understanding the causes and recognizing the symptoms can save lives, because diabetes is not just about sugar, it is about the entire body's survival. Diabetes is not only about sugar in the blood, it is about the silent war that takes place inside the body every single day. When glucose remains trapped in the bloodstream, it begins to act like a slow poison. The blood becomes thick with sugar, and this sticky fluid flows through every artery, every vein, touching every organ. Over time, it damages the delicate lining of blood vessels, making them weak and narrow. This is why people with uncontrolled diabetes often face heart disease, strokes, and high blood pressure. The same sugar that once gave energy now becomes the very reason the heart struggles to beat freely. The eyes are another battlefield. Tiny blood vessels in the retina are extremely sensitive, and when sugar levels remain high, they swell, leak, and eventually scar. Vision becomes blurred, colors fade, and in severe cases, blindness can occur. Imagine the tragedy of a person who once saw the world in full light now living in darkness, all because of a disease that could have been managed with care. The kidneys too suffer silently. Their job is to filter waste from the blood, but when sugar levels rise, the filters are overworked, scarred, and eventually fail. Kidney failure is one of the most devastating complications of diabetes, often leading to dialysis or transplant. Nerves are not spared either. High sugar damages the protective coating around nerves, leading to numbness, tingling, or burning pain in the hands and feet. This condition, called neuropathy, makes simple tasks like walking or holding a cup painful. Worse, it reduces sensation, so wounds go unnoticed, infections spread, and in severe cases, amputations become necessary. The human body, designed to heal itself, loses its natural defense when diabetes takes control. But beyond the physical damage, diabetes carries an emotional burden. Living with constant monitoring, dietary restrictions, and fear of complications can drain the spirit. Many people feel trapped, as if their own body has betrayed them. Yet this is where the story must turn from despair to hope. Because diabetes, unlike many other diseases, offers a chance for control. It is not a curse without remedy. With discipline, awareness, and lifestyle changes, the tide can be turned. The same body that suffers can also heal, if given the right care. The key lies in awareness. Knowing that every meal is a choice, every step is a medicine, every moment of discipline is a victory. Exercise is not just movement, it is the body's way of burning excess sugar, of opening the doors of the cells to let glucose in. Food is not just taste, it is fuel, and choosing whole grains, vegetables, lean proteins, and avoiding processed sugar is like choosing life over slow decay. Sleep is not just rest, it is the body's reset button, allowing hormones to balance and insulin to work better. Stress management, prayer, meditation, and mindfulness are not luxuries, they are shields against the storm of diabetes.